fucking rag. Shut it. Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 10507 Aurora Avenue, Washington, 98133. I've been bitten by bloods. So I'm going to absolutely record anyone in another device. A whore named Stephanie just played shoot you in the head as a threat. The smelly hooker. She doesn't have the use of one of her arms very much because she's injected it. She's an ugly woman with reddish dyed hair over brown. I think she has some sort of infection. She smells very bad. Seems to be a personal problem. And she's bragged, by the way, as have these other foul things, of putting bodily fluids onto my possessions. And she smells so hideously, you can't even imagine. I have to find my shampoo. The psychiatrist that visits the building, he's in on it as well. His name is Dr. Jaffe. The property managers that are in on it. And yes, the whore named Stephanie, she's crazy. She goes to Elizabeth Gregory home. And she's probably about 5'8", maybe, 5'7", 6, maybe 5'6". She was thin, she's filling out, she's getting more pear-shaped. And these bums at 10507 Aurora Avenue North have bragged that they put poisons in my water. And also viruses and bacteria. They've tried to tell me I was going to stay in my apartment, starve, and pay them. Stephanie is very much in on this crime. By the way, the social services are full of bloods. These are bloods mainly. There might be a couple data connections. And the bums usually pretend to be police, and they're not. It might be a crazed building manager, crazed maintenance man, crazed retarded people living in Presto. They're calling themselves government. They're also psychotic. You could actually commit them for the rest of their lives for believing that they are government. And the water smells very toxic, sort of like radiator fluid today. And sometimes it smells like, like cooked mushrooms in the whole building, I would imagine. But I think they're using the empty janitor's room to cook up a batch of drugs. And then they've dumped those chemicals in my water. One of the rapists was shown on TV earlier. He likes to brag that he puts something everywhere. It's a gross, ugly white male, and he's bald and fat. He also has house-breaking tools, and he's broken every lock. Oh, and the whore just bragged she put something in it, and it smells like her personal problem about the water. These bums have had access to the pipe. Rapist males, and they're in the wall. They're playing, we're going to keep your company. No one wants them. They're all ugly, retarded bastards. That's the secret of the gang member. They're all ugly, retarded bastards. I'm just trying to through their ancestors. They're playing, we're coming through the walls. That's what Stephanie just claimed. Remember, she goes to Elizabeth Gregory home. And she has a lot of contacts on the app. University app. There's another voice that I heard. I think the male was talking on the microphone. The bums that work here left the microphone open so they could torment me and also so I could hear, or so I could be heard rather. Dr. Jaffe's in on that as well. Dr. Jaffe works out of PACT, I think it's called, through DSC. DESC Aurora House is the name of this apartment building. And their plot was to starve me in this apartment and take my check and have me eating nothing and having to scrape, you know, and I already have to scrape things together because I have to pay for a storage unit that I believe they've entered. It smelled like urine the other day. And quite a number of these people smell like urine. By the way, how's your ancestry? How's your ancestry? They're filters. Oh, no, not filters like that. They're filters. There's an incredible stench even through the wall. It's Stephanie. She's a retarded whore, and the males are so grotesque, they'll hang out with her in the wall. I don't even see how they, but if you could smell some of these people, you can't even imagine. Oh, and one of them just threatened to stab me. They've sprinkled glass on me, including at Elizabeth Gregory home through other people, and also on the buses, especially the 45 route and the E-line. They also have a number of psychotic people, of course, working for the social services that are bloods. They're all psychotic. Everyone in America is psychotic. There's a bomb playing. We toned it down. I've been left with permanent scratches. And even if I, scrape together a pavement to reverse those scratches, well, where I'm at, believe me, they would scratch me again. And Stephanie is in on scratching people, to playing nobility. They gave me nobility. It's an ugly, smelly hooker. No peasant ever smelled worse than that thing in the wall. Guaranteed. And the whore is absolutely pretending she's nobility. That's a common thing by ugly bums of the U.S. And they threatened me with prostitution and white slavery. That's why they started dumping glass on me. And I reported them, and they dumped glass. They dumped toxins in my water. They wanted me to look and smell as bad as they do. And literally, I look as bad as they do. And I stopped wearing makeup, and I cut off my hair after they scratched me. It's kind of ironic if you think about someone trying to prostitute you, and then they made you ugly, and they're still trying to prostitute you. And I got fat. There's no reason to not get fat. Would you stay thin so you could be threatened by bums telling you you're going to get in a car? No. You want to be strong and muscular so you can fight off the bums that might try to take you. You want to scare them off. And believe me, these people are lowly bums that are cowards. They've performed a lot of their crimes via a secrecy network, like beating and intimidating people or killing people and maiming them. if they told. You can just bet that Stephanie is linked to a lot of disappearances. And so are the other bums in the building. There's an ugly black guy possibly in the shower area, behind the shower actually, with her. He's got gingery red hair. He's very homely with a snub nose. There's another ugly male too. Stephanie's white. Oh, and Bum is talking about how, one of the bums said we got Aryans in this area. So guess what they're linking with? If they're on drugs and into meth, they're linking with the black Nazis. So how do you feel now? So you can't, there's no formula. It's drug loyalty and crime loyalty. Criminal loyalty is what they do. Criminal loyalty. They don't even, a black Nazi doesn't care if it's a white Nazi as long as that person's a partner in crime and vice versa. And ironically, the white Nazis won't even care if the whites have been harmed. As long as there's drug money or crime money coming from that source. They might even be in the same gang, because there are black Nazis in Bloods as well. And sometimes the gang members in an area will have sort of this agreement with each other, it seems. There are Zetas here that have agreements, apparently, and out on riding the buses as well. And it seems some of the Zetas, by the way, they seem rather racist themselves. And it seems I've seen a lot of dark-haired Zetas in the U.S., that is. And not just Hispanic people. So it's very complex in some ways. But what it boils down to is that they're all ugly, dirty freaks, and I don't want any one of them. Or all of them. I just don't want them. They all belong in institutions. The average gang member is severely retarded and can't even buy their own toilet paper, as I keep saying. Or think about getting it for free. Has to be given to a lot of these people at the front desk because they can't think about getting it, even at the food bank. And some of them smell like the animal house. And like I say, they're all colors and they're all retarded. And the water smells funny again, like a cleaning chemical, like a lab chemical with lemon in it. Like disinfectant. And Dr. Jaffe's in on this, and so are the people at the front desk. People at the front desk are just cleaned up crap. They're all retarded people. And the whore is threatening me. She's saying, blah, blah, blah goes after you viciously. Usually my face is burned on top of everything else, but I told my doctor I'm not going to suffer in silence, and I will drop everything if I feel it's severe enough to go to the hospital. And I've been threatened for that. I've been threatened if I take a water sample. And believe me, if I want to take a water sample, I will. These bums are into plagues, including Stephanie, who goes to Elizabeth Gregory home. There's another whore who goes to Elizabeth Gregory home. She's been in on terrorizing. Her name is Sunshine. There's another whore, too, named Maria. I think she mostly goes to Mary's Place. Mary's Place is the home of the $2 hooker in the $200 sweater or more. They get donations from Vaughn Macy's. And the hookers dress up and start to act like they're important people, and they'll often pose then in their governmental schemes for the gangs you know, they're taught how to look less retarded and less disabled. I like the word retarded. It's very fitting. Before, Stephanie before is blah, blah, blahing about South. Blah, blah, blah. And she's talking about a needle. You'll know Stephanie by the stitch, believe me. She's another person to avoid. She begs usually on the app. And there, of course, oh, and she's talking about her gun. She's totally deranged, but she claims she has a gun. So, America catered to these people, round up the deranged gang members' guns. All that stuff you heard. But the truth is, they're all insane. They're all mentally retarded. Some of them are the product of an alcoholism, drug abuse and alcoholism. And so they're very deficient because of that reason. Oh, and the red-haired thing has AIDS. Nobody wants them either way. So, yes, the elevator. Okay. That's Brenda and those two. I was going right home. Somebody was threatening their safe, by the way, so it didn't sound good. So, even though everybody's an ass face, I still have to tell everybody if there's a crime. Now, about policemen at the bus stop. There's a psychotic black male. He's actually stood in the jet terrorized me. Bus stop. This is a high prostitution area, so these threats are just not very pleasant. So, I'm actually filming for my own safety too, because I'm so tired of this lip from the game members. It really gets exhausting. It's like they're constant yapping. It's like worse than that dog. I don't even notice the dog. You could have 100 dogs, and they would not even be as bad as one moron. Smelly. Hi. Oh, someone getting out. Okay.
So you gotta read those fare cards?
Yeah.
You gotta.
It'll take a second. Bye.
You can sit.
Oh, it's okay, because I have to get off at 8. I'll find it somehow. It's just sort of hooked. Oh, she's totally out of it.
Actually, I thought that.
Yeah.
But if you ever talk to her, this does that. The other side.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
bus drivers. He said the same to me on the video. People talking about military, just bombs. Buster thinking to himself about different species. So, if you enjoy the conspiracy theory, he's talking to a spirit or to inside someone. Thank you. Oh, and then the bus driver is chanting demon. It's quite mad. Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 85th, and this road actually is 85th Street, and it's around the corner from Aurora. Aurora runs north, and then this road actually you can head toward Wallingford and Green Lake and into the U District on this road. As soon as you cross the street. It's actually a high prostitution, high drug area. There's something not quite right in it. See, I don't know. I've seen some interesting things on this road, waiting for the bus. You have to be careful because people assume that you're a prostitute if you wait here. And there have been abductions on this road, and of course on Aurora. Or in this neighborhood at least. There's somebody, I don't know if I should say, has to do with psi and paranormal. University District, East Green Lake. 8014. Yeah, I can't hear you very well. No, 8014. It's headed toward the U District. Well, I might turn off the broadcast for a while and then actually pick up again in the U District.